Good morning, Rutgers. I'm Weather Watcher Dan Cohen here to bring you your Saturday morning forecast. We have another winter storm headed our way. However, you would think with such a cold air mass we've been seeing the last couple days that would be another big snowstorm or at least several inches of snow. However, not necessarily, not always the case. We have a winter weather advisory that goes into effect from our area from 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. tonight. As the precipitation arrives, it will be cold enough to start off as snow, and it will accumulate as much as 2 to 4 inches across the New Brunswick area, but further north and west we could see as much as 6 inches or maybe even locally higher amounts. The snow will mix with and change over to some sleet and freezing rain and plain rain by the time we head to your 8 o'clock hour, and then let's say by 11 p.m. we should be in the form of plain rain as temperatures will be on the rise, finally above the freezing mark. As you can see for our temperatures for today, compared to what we've seen the last couple days, it's not bad out there. I know it's cold, and this is still well below normal for what is considered our normal high for this time of year, which is in the lower 40s. So it's been quite a cold month for our area. As you can see, the rest of the area, these temperatures will be reached later on today. So it's still very cold right now, but as the day wears on, the temperatures will be slowly rising through the 20s and eventually 30s. As you can see, the radar the last several hours, we are starting to see the snow make its way across Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So it's a good several hours away from our area. I don't expect the first flakes to start flying across Rutgers till, let's say, 2 or 3 p.m. across the region. As you can see, it's mostly in the form of snow across Pennsylvania. However, notice across West Virginia, we are see that area of pink. That's some sleet and some freezing rain. And just on the bottom left of the screen, that is some plain rain across Kentucky. As you can see, we have some winter storm warnings in effect across south central Pennsylvania, just most of the state of Pennsylvania, and into far northwestern New Jersey. The areas shaded in, let's say, purple are winter weather advisories. Keep in mind, the rule for a winter weather advisory means you have to have 6 inches of snow or less, but it doesn't matter because if any area roadways are not treated, it could become quite dicey. So be careful when you have to venture out today, as the snow will be coming down at a good clip for a bit. As you can see, our storm system is right around the Arkansas area, down across the Tennessee Valley, and this will work its way up to our north. When you have a low pressure system come to our west, that's going to bring some warm air. However, the air mass is quite cold initially, so the precipitation will start off as snow. But as we start to see some warmer air working into the mid-levels of the atmosphere, the snow will change over to a mix of sleet and freezing rain, and eventually plain rain as the temperatures will rise above the freezing mark. And as the Futurecast knows exactly what I'm talking about, by the time we head around 4 p.m., it should be snowing at a good clip. Take a look around 8 p.m. Usually when you start to see that transition over to, let's say, a mix or some sleet and freezing rain, that's usually when you get your heaviest burst of snow. So we could be seeing snowfall rates around a ½ inch to an inch per hour, so it will pile up a bit. But notice just to our south across, let's say, Salem County down across Ocean County, you have changed over to, let's say, at least a mix of sleet and freezing rain and plain rain across southeastern New Jersey. And eventually the rain-snow line continues to work its way further north and west. By the time we head around 10 p.m. or just after, we should have changed over across Rutgers to at least some freezing rain, but mostly in the form of plain rain as you head across South Jersey, where temperatures are above the 32-degree mark. And about 80% of the state by after midnight should be just rain. But across the typical areas around Sussex County, across Warren, usually the colder air is much stubborn to erode. So precipitation still could be in the form of some snow, sleet, and freezing rain. So you may not even completely change over to rain, but you will eventually get above the freezing mark. But that's probably by the time precipitation completely shuts off. And by the time we head at 9 a.m., it's exiting off our shoreline. And the rest of Sunday is actually going to be quite nice and actually warm for a change. Wait till you see the temperatures on the 7th day for tomorrow. So as we take a look at our day planner for today, you can see we will be in the mid-20s, but slowly start to rise as the day progresses and as the snow does start to fall. So it will accumulate at a good clip as temperatures will be below the freezing mark, but temperatures will continue to be on the rise. So our high temperature for today will be around 28 degrees. We'll see an arrival time, let's say after 2 or 3 p.m. across the area, and continue into the first part of the evening. And snow could come, like I said, could come down at a good clip. So we'll watch out for some lower visibilities in some areas. However, by the time we head across 8:30 or 9 p.m., the snow should have transitioned over to a mix of some sleet and freezing rain, and we should be rain by the time we head around midnight or so. As I step aside for the 7-day forecast, as you can see, once our storm exits offshore, look at the temperature for tomorrow. 46 degrees. When was the last time we had temperatures that high? It's just been unrelentless, this cold we've been seeing this month. So we could be heading to, let's say, the third coldest February on record. And you know what? It's just a tease. Look at Monday. We're back in the icebox. Temperatures around 20. Talk about a slap in the face by Mother Nature. However, we do moderate a bit by the time we head into Tuesday and especially Wednesday. Not bad, high around 42 degrees, but still cold as we head into towards the end of next week. So, as always, if you want to know further updates in terms of any impending storms, you can check us out every 15 minutes on RUTV channel 23.1, or if that doesn't satisfy you, you can check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. And for more information about Weather Watcher, you can log on to our website as shown right over here. So, for more updates, this is a good way to check us out. I'm Dan Cohen. Thanks for watching.